I was reading from the book of Colossians today, and it was talking about how Christ has cut away our old self, our evil thoughts and our evil actions, that spiritual nature that lived in us that was sinful. Christ cut it away. But then a little bit further in Scripture, Paul tells us to put to death that sinful nature. And I thought, Christ cut it away, and yet I know in my life it still stays there and sometimes blocks my path. We're walking on the trail and I came across this dead piece of wood that has fallen and blocking the trail, and it's kind of a stumbling block on the trail. And it made me think how the things in my life, sometimes my thoughts and my actions, even though Christ has cut those impure thoughts away, they still linger around. I still hang on to them. I still let them sit on the trail. And Colossians tells us we've got to put them to death. We've got to put them away. We've got to get them off the trail. But as I was walking on this trail, I just thought I was going to reach down, I was going to move this log. But when I tried to move the log, I couldn't lift it by myself. And it was just still on the trail blocking me. And I thought, that's so much like my life. I don't have the power to remove some of these sinful thoughts and sinful actions. But if I could rely on God, on the power that He has, then I could move them off the trail. If I would just allow Him to work through me and move these off the trail. That's how we put to death the sinful thoughts. We can't do it ourselves. I try to do it myself. I try to create habits. I try to create actions and do it myself, but I can't. But then Paul really clarifies it for me in chapter 3, verse 10. He says, we have to learn to know our Creator every day. We have to learn to know. See, God cuts away the sinful thoughts and actions, but we still kind of hang on to them. They're still there on the trail, blocking our path, a stumbling block to our path, and we don't have the strength to push them away. But if every day we learn to know God more, learn to know His power, learn to know how He can work through us to get rid of these things that hinder us, that's how we clear our path. That's how we reach our potential. That's how we truly become the masterpiece He designed us to be. That's how we moeo. We learn to know God more every day. I've said it before. LTK, learn to know every day. Moeo, everywhere we go.